Hello everyone. In this video, I am going to discuss regarding cataract. So, what is cataract? Cataract means opacification of lens or its capsule. Now, there are two kinds of cataract: congenital cataract and acquired cataract. Congenital cataract is developmentally the fibers are opaque, and the most common congenital cataract is blue dot cataract. Most common congenital cataract leading to visual impairment is a lamellar or zonular cataract. So these two are main need PG points. So blue dot cataract is the most common congenital cataract, but it doesn't lead to visual impairment. So if in the question if it's mentioned which is the most common cataract, congenital cataract leading to visual impairment, then your answer would be lamellar or zonular cataract. Then we have acquired cataract. The transparent fibers become opaque. So this is a age related condition. So this cataract, acquired cataract, the most common type of it is a senile cataract. Senile cataract is one of the diseases which is included in the Vision 2020 program. So what is senile cataract? It is a age related acquired cataract. Morphologically we have got three types of senile cataract: cortical cataract, nuclear cataract, and the mixed, which is cortical and nuclear both. Cortical cataract is also called as a soft cataract. Nuclear cataract is also called as hard cataract. Why is nuclear cataract called as hard cataract? Because the lens nucleus becomes sclerosed, which is age-related condition. So since it is becoming sclerosed, so we call it as a hard cataract. Now, cortical cataract, why is it called as a soft cataract? I'll discuss subsequently. The mechanism of cortical cataract is that there is deposition of proteins age related, so that proteins get deposited in the eye lens. Potassium is decreased and sodium is increased. There is marked hydration of the lens. Therefore, cortical cataract is also called as soft cataract. Plus also coagulation of lens proteins occurs, which is an age related condition again. Then stages. Stage of lamellar separation is the first stage in the cataract, right? So what will happen is, we know that lens has cortex and the nucleus. So the cortical fibers are separated due to accumulation of fluid between the fibers. So this is the first stage in cataract formation. The hydration of the lens occurs, so the water gets accumulated in between the lamellar fibers of the cortex part of the lens, right? Then the second stage is the stage of incipient cataract. Now the opacification starts, right? So based on the opacification starts periphery or central, we have two kinds of cataract: cupuliform cataract and cuneiform cataract. Cupuliform cataract is that the opacification starts centrally, and cuneiform cataract is opacification starts periphery. Coming to the cupuliform cataract, since the opacities are starting centrally, the vision is good at night. Why is the vision good at night? We know at night time our pupil will dilate. Therefore, opacities are centrally, so there is a good vision at night. Cuneiform cataract, opacity starts from periphery and there is good vision at day. Why is there good vision at day? We know at daytime, since there is much of light, pupils will constrict. Since the opacities are in the periphery and pupils are constricting, there is good vision at daytime. So I hope this is clear. Now we have third stage is the immature senile cataract. Opacification progresses, but the cortex is still clear. The marked point of the immature senile cataract is the formation of iris shadow. Now what is this iris shadow? Whenever you throw a light on the eye, what will happen is there is a kind of shadow which is formed. The shadow is due to the cortex is still clear, and that shadow is formed on the opacities, right? Now coming to the mature senile cataract, there is no iris shadow. Why? Because the lens is completely opacified. Lens is completely opacified, including cortex, so therefore there is no iris shadow. We know iris shadow. Why is this iris shadow forming? It's because of cortex clear. Cortex is still clear, therefore this iris shadow is formed on the opacity. Now, immature senile cataract, there is iris shadow visible. Mature senile cataract, there is no iris shadow because the lens is completely opacified. Coming to the color, immature senile cataract, the color of the lens is grayish white, whereas in mature senile cataract, since the lens is completely opacified, the color of the lens becomes pearly white. Then the last stage would be the hypermature cataract. Usually, after mature senile cataract, we will diagnose this cataract, and what we do is we do surgery. phacoemulsification. I'll discuss in the subsequent points what is phacoemulsification and what are the kinds of surgery we do in cataract. But in this stage, in this mature senile cataract stage only, we do surgery. Now if we don't do surgery and if we delay the surgery, so it will develop into hypermature cataract. One of the most common form of this hypermature cataract is the Morgagnian cataract. What will happen is, if we leave mature senile cataract untreated, the lens will liquefy and it will become a bag of milky fluid, and the nucleus inside that lens will settle at the bottom. So the whole lens will become milky fluid and the nucleus will settle at the bottom. That is the Morgagnian cataract. Usually we will treat the cataract we do the surgery in cataract in this stage itself. If we don't do it, then it will progress to hypermature cataract, that is Morgagnian cataract. This is rarely seen because we often treat it in this condition itself. What are the most important clinical features of cataract? Glare. What is glare? Intolerance to bright light. Now the person says that whenever someone is flashing light in his eyes, he is not able to tolerate that bright light. So that is glare. Diplopia is doubling of objects. The person will see, now suppose we all see if single object is placed in front of us, we see it as a single object, but person of cataract will see it as a two objects, right? So that is a diplopia. Then we have colored halos. Why is this colored halos? It is due to the breaking of white light into colored spectrum. So glare, diplopia and colored halos are the clinical features, most important clinical features of cataract. Now there is this most important phenomenon that is seen in the nuclear cataract, and that is called as a second sight phenomenon. What is the second sight? See, I have told you all that in nuclear cataract, the lens nucleus gets sclerosed. Due to this process, what is happening is the refractive index of the lens will increase, leading to a condition called as index myopia. We know in myopia, the near vision is improved. So due to this index myopia, the near vision is improved. Now what will happen in an age-related person? We know cataract occurs in age-related person. Also, whenever the age advances, the accommodation by the lens will weaken. So there is this condition will lead to what is called as presbyopia. We know presbyopia is due to loss of accommodation by the lens. Now if a person, 75-year-old man, is having presbyopia plus nuclear cataract, what will happen is that his second sight will improve. So usually if there is alone presbyopia in a 75-year-old man, in order to read newspaper and in order to see the near objects also, he will have to use glasses. But if subsequently cataract will develop in that person, due to sclerosis of the lens nucleus and due to increase in the refractive index of the lens leading to the development of the index myopia, he is in no more need of the glasses to read a newspaper. So that is second sight phenomenon. Now coming to the complications and treatment, that will be discussed in the later part. Till then, happy studying. And also remember, this second sight phenomenon is an important very short question, 2-marker question for third year MBBS medicos in ophthalmology point of view. And also the cataract itself is a 10-mark question, long answer question for third year MBBS medicos in ophthalmology point of view. And the points which I have highlighted over here are important NEET PG potential MCQs. Right, so keep this in your mind, and yeah, happy studying. Bye.